And finally, horrific news out of the United Kingdom. Violent protests erupted in Southport as hundreds of demonstrators clashed with the police following a deadly knife attack on children attending a Taylor Swift yoga and dance workshop. Rioters attacked a mosque and set a police van on fire after social media speculation wrongly linked the attacker to Islam. The 17-year-old attacker currently remains in police custody on suspicion of murder and attempted murder. While his motives remain unclear, British authorities have ruled out terrorism. Our final report gets you up to date with the latest.
Stones and bricks pelted, vehicles set on fire, violent clashes and complete mayhem. The seaside town of Southport in the United Kingdom was gripped in never-seen-before chaos. Anger spilled onto the streets and riots erupted after 3 young girls were killed in a heart-wrenching mass stabbing incident. The horrific event unfolded on what should have been an unremarkable summer morning when a group of girls were enjoying a dance class on Hart Street, with their laughter and excitement filling the room as they moved to Taylor Swift songs. The class, which also included yoga and bracelet making, was nearing its end when a 17-year-old attacker stormed in, armed with a knife, and unleashed chaos. The first to fall victim was 6-year-old B.B. King and 7-year-old Elsie Stancombe, who tragically succumbed to their injuries on the spot. And despite the frantic efforts of emergency responders, 9-year-old Alice De Silva also died in the hospital early the next day. The assault left at least 9 other children and 2 adults injured.
Something like this that has unfolded here yesterday is something that is what can only be described as a devastating nightmare. You know, it's so shocking. We're in a seaside town. Children should be able to enjoy their summer holidays, and the beginning of it, this tragedy's happened, and it's just so utterly, you can't describe in words how upsetting it is.
While the motive behind the attack remains a mystery, authorities have ruled out terrorism.
It is with great sadness today I'm here to advise that 2 children have died as a result of the injuries sustained in this morning's knife attack. 9 other children have been injured and 6 of them are in a critical condition. A 17-year-old male from Banks in Lancashire, who is originally from Cardiff, has been arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder, and is being taken to a police station where he will be interviewed by detectives.
The town's collective grief was palpable at a vigil held outside the Atkinson Cultural Centre. Hundreds of mourners gathered to lay flowers, light candles and share a minute of silence in remembrance. Teddies, flowers and handwritten notes piled up as families paid their respects, their faces etched with sorrow.
It's hard to find the correct words to say with such a dreadful, horrendous time. And when I went over to lay some flowers, it hits you. It really, it gets you. You can't help but cry because of the outpouring of grief, the sadness, the fact that we're actually having to do that.
Well, I think it's just unimaginable what has happened, this devastating and horrific attack. And I think all of our thoughts will be with the families who have been affected, the loved ones who have been lost and the children who are injured. And it's really important that they get all the support they need.
How many more children have died?
Prime Minister Keir Starmer also visited the cordon, meeting with emergency workers and offered condolences to the grieving community. His visit, though meant to provide comfort, also sparked anger among some people who felt helpless in the face of such a senseless act.
I am very worried about high levels of knife crime, and I'm absolutely determined that my government will get to grips with it. But today is not the time for politics. Today is the time to focus entirely on the families who are going through such pain and grief.
But as the night fell, the grief of the day took a darker turn. a protest near the vigil turned violent, with supporters of the far-right English Defence League clashing with police. Bottles and garbage cans were hurled, a mosque was targeted, and a police van was set alight. Police have cautioned against spreading misinformation, which has exacerbated tensions and fueled unrest. Taylor Swift, whose music had brought joy to the dance class, expressed her shock and sorrow on social media. "The horror of yesterday's attack in Southport is washing over me continuously," she wrote, struggling to find words to convey her sympathies to the families. King Charles III and Queen Camilla also issued a statement expressing their profound shock and offering their condolences.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.